I'm going to go grab you and I'll speak. And I'm going to sit out in the audience.
All right, sounds good.
Is your father joining us this evening? He's here. Okay. Yes. I don't travel very much now.
Yeah, so where do you travel most?
The United States.
Usually the rest of
In Europe, I mean, Europe's fine.
Yeah.
Africa's a long trip.
A long trip and just like to see. Yeah, thanks for
A safari would be nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I can believe that.
So,
You've been there before, or is this your first time? Okay.
Taking a weekend off.
Really? Where is there a shortage of land?
It's free. It has two transport corridors. The first is the ocean and go with the people on the border. So the basically just push back.
So did you have security with you in Nigeria? You have to, right? Yes. You're in trouble.
Hi, can I have somebody online do a sound check? Oh, you can hear me. Lenora, you can hear me? Yes? All right, awesome, thank you. We've had some issues in the past couple of weeks with our Friday night service and being able to hear us. Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. And even though Rosh Chodesh was yesterday, or Thursday really, I'll still wish you Chodesh Tov. This is our first Shabbat in the month of Shvat. It's, fun to say. So we will begin our service with Shalom Aleichem on page 5. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seidchem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We continue with Lechun Ranana on page 11, going on to page 12. Lechun Ranana l'Adonai, Nari alitzor hishenu, Nikan mafanav b'todah, Bismirot Narialo, Nekan Mafanav Bitoda, Bismirot Narialo, Kiel Gadol Adonai. Melech Gadol, Al Kol Elohim, Asher Biado Mechirei Haaretz, V'toafot Harim Lo, Asher Biado Mechirei Haaretz, V'toafot Harim Lo. Arba'im shana gud b'tor v'almoram toy levavhem v'hen lo yad'u derachai asher nishpati v'hapi im yavun el menuchati. Continue on page 13, on to 14. Shir lanai shir chadash shir lanai kol haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, 14. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, yiram hayam, yiram hayam umelo. Yiram hayam, yiram hayam, yiram hayam umelo. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yalos aleh v'chol asher bo, az yiranenu kol atzeyar, lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek, ve'amim be'emunato. We rise as we continue on page 21 with Psalm 29. Mizmor leDavid, havu l'Adonai, b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai, kavod va'oz, havu l'Adonai, kivod shemo, yishtachavu l'Adonai, v'hadrat kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim. Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim. Vaishaver Adonai et zarzei halavanon, vayarkidei mekemo egel levanon ever Sirion kemo ven re'enim. Kol Adonai chotzei lahavodesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, yachil Adonai midbar kadesh. Kol Adonai yecholel hayalot, vayechesov ye'arot, u'hechalo kulo merkavod, kulo omer kavod. Adonai lama buyashav, vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz Yamuitain Adonai Yivarech et Amo V'Shalom. You may be seated. Continue with L'Chadodi on page 23. We'll do the 3 verses on 23 and the last 2 verses of page 25. L'Chadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmianu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad Ushmo echad l'shem ultiferet v'litilam L'Chadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof maaseh b'machshavat tchila L'Chadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela mikdash melech hir melucha kumi ze'imi tocha v'charav lach sheve be'emek habacha vehu yachamom alaychem la L'Chadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela Yamin usmolti froti ve'et Adonai ta'ariti al yadish ben parti ven nismecha ven agila. We rise and face the entrance. L'Chadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam v'simcha u'v'tzola toch emune am segula boi chala L'Chadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Before we're seated, we'd like to welcome in at this point Alyssa Nelson, who is observing the loss of her aunt, who was like a mother to her, and she was definitely like a daughter to her aunt. And I apologize that I forgot the name. But you will say the name and. Marilyn Adani. I remember the last name. And we will say on page 26, Hamakom Yinachem Etchem B'toch Sha'ar Avelei Tzion V'Yerushalayim. In English, may the divine comfort you along with all the other mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. And you may be seated. We continue on page 27. Mizmor shir leyom hashabbat. Mizmor shir leyom hashabbat. The whole world is waiting to sing a song of Shabbat. The whole world is waiting to sing a song of Shabbat. So we continue. Tzadik tamar hifrach ke'eres balvanon isgeshet tulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu. O genuvun veseva deshenim merananim yihiu lehagid ki yashar Adonai tzuri velo avla tavo. Mourner's Kaddish is on page 30. Those mourning, or if you're observing your side, or if it's your tradition to stand for Kaddish, please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah. Ve'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'tadar, v'taleh, v'talal, shmei d'kudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may remain standing or rise as we continue with Baruch Hu on page 39a. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. Umavir yom umevi laila, mavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzivaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamidim lochalenu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hamhari v'haravim. Continue on page 40 with Ahavat Olam. From there we will go right into the Shema on page 41 and 42, straight into it without a pause. Back to page 40 with Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amecha Havta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu v'shochleinu uv'kumeinu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu ve'orech yameinu Uvahem nege yomam v'layla V'avatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol levavecha, v'chol nafshecha, v'chol me'odecha, ve'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavecha, Hayom alevavecha, v'shinanta levanecha, v'libarta bam, v'shiftecha b'veitecha, v'vlechtecha b'derech, v'shoch becha v'kumecha, v'kshartam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha, v'uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Adonai Elohechem emet. Continue on page 43A or B, and we pick up together on page 44. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה אלי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. We continue on page 45 with Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us with wisdom, compassion, trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu lechayim u'shalom yatav yad olam ufros aleinu sukat shelomecha baruch ata Adonai haporis sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We rise as we continue with Vishamru on page 46. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti Sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabam V'yam hadivra kirutei v'yam lich malchutei V'chayechanu v'yomecha U'chayei t'chol beit Yisrael Ba'gala v'gala U'vizman kari v'imru amen Yehei shmei rabba mevarach Le'alam le'amayam Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shmei l'kudsha brechu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. We continue with our silent Amidah from page 47 through 52, or with the words of your own heart. If you've not finished shoving your Amidah, please continue at your own pace. Otherwise, we turn to page 53 for a repetition of the themes of the Amidah. We rise or remain standing. Page 53. Vaychulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzivam vaychal Elohim vayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa vayishbot vayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa vayvarach Elohim et yom hashvi'i vaykadesh oto Ki vo shavad mikol melachto, ki vo shavad mikol melachto, asher bara, asher bara, asher bara Elohim lasot, baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Eloi avotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagivor v'Hanora, El Elyon HaKodei Shamayim Haaretz, Magen Avot Bidvaro, Bechayim Eitim V'Mamaro, Ha'el HaKadosh She'en Kamohu, Hameniach Le'amo, V'Yom Shabbat Kodsho, Kivam Ratzah Lehaniach Lahem, Kivam Ratzah Lehaniach Lahem, Lefanav Navod B'Yira V'Fachad, Nodeh Lishmo B'Chol Yom Tamid, Me'on HaBerachot, El HaHodaot, Hadon HaShalom, Mekadesh HaShabbat U'Marech Shevi, U'Meniach B'Kedusha, Le'amedu Shnei Oneg, Zecher L'Masei V'Reishit. Page 54. Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu, Retzevimnu Chateinu, Kadesheinu b'mitzvotecha, V'tein chelkeinu v'toratecha, Saveinu mituvecha, V'samcheinu v'yishuatecha, V'taher libeinu le'yavdecha v'yamed, V'yanchileinu Adonai Eloheinu, V'yahava uvratzon Shabbat Kodshecha, V'yanuchu V'Yisrael Mekadeshei Shemecha, Baruch Atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. You may be seated unless it's your tradition to remain standing for Kaddish. Yikara v'yikadash Hashem Rabba, v'yamad yivrakutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechonu v'yamechonu v'chay l'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agalav yisman karivim ramein, Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach, le'alam l'al me'omayam. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yitramah v'yinaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kudsham. Richuleila min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiram ve'amavim rameim. Tikabal tzlot hanavat v'hon d'chol Yisrael, kodam v'hon v'yishmayavim ramein. Yehei shlom araba min shmayav v'chaim alinu v'kol Yisrael v'im rameim. V'oseh shalom v'romav v'yaseh shalom, alinu v'kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. You may be seated. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. The question, just wanted to teach you something that, I found interesting this week. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of the Hebrew name Batya. If you've ever heard of the Hebrew name Batya. Okay, a few people. All right. Does anybody know who that name belongs to in the Bible? No. Pharaoh's daughter. Yeah, there we go, Pharaoh's daughter. Okay, so in the Torah, Pharaoh's daughter is not listed as anything other than Pharaoh's daughter, right? In the book of Exodus specifically, in the Torah. However, elsewhere in the Bible, she is known as Bitya. Bitya. So how do we get Batya from Bitya? It's mentioned actually in the book of Chronicles, which is all the way in the back of the Tanakh, and it's basically a long list of genealogies, and it's a lot like, everything that happened to the Jewish people minus a lot of the fun. It's not something that I would suggest you just open up and read one day, because it's not all that interesting, especially the first half. It's just a long list of names. But she is mentioned there as Bitya. So how do we get from Bitya to Batya? And as we know, Batya means bat, right, is daughter, and Yah is like a shortened form of God, right? When we say hallelujah, praise Yah, God. So there is a midrash from Leviticus Rabbah which said that God basically said to Pharaoh's daughter, "You took in Moses as your son when he was not your son. Therefore, I am now going to call you my daughter, Bat Yah." So that's where her name was changed from Bitya to Batya, and it shows that generosity can change your life. Shabbat Shalom. And we will rise for Kiddush on page 55. Savri Chaverai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim ve'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. We remain standing for Aleinu on page 56 and 57. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol lateit gedula v'yotzer b'reshit shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chelkeinu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim l'itei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu notei shamayim ve'yosed haaretz u'moshe v'karov hashamayim imal u'shchinatu zo v'govei meromim u'Eloheinu eidod emet malkeinu echesulato hakatu v'torato v'yadatayo v'ashivota elevavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim imal v'yal haaretz v'itachat einod. Katuv b'toratecha Adonai yiloch le'olam va'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol haaretz v'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo You may be seated, all mourners, or if it's or observing your side, or if it's your tradition to remain standing for Kaddish, please remain standing. This week, we are observing the yarsites of Nancy Bazarad, Flora Zeman, Leonard Marcus Winter, and Robert Cheskis. Morris Kaddish, page 58. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah. Be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. Vit Hadar, Vit Ale, Vit Halal, Shmed Kudsha Brechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata, Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. It's now my pleasure to, you may be seated, it's now my pleasure to call on Alan Spiegel for announcements.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank you to everyone who has joined us online and in person. Thank you to Marianne, Ann, and Frankie for helping with the Oneg tonight. Beth Shalom is the sponsor of the Oneg. Tomorrow, February 1st, celebrate 50 years of women in the cantorate with a concert featuring cantor Barbara Ostfeld, the first woman ordained as a cantor, and our own cantor Rebecca Act at 7:30 p.m. at Temple Road of Shalom in Falls Church, Virginia. On Sunday, February 2nd, join us for Mahjong at 2 p.m. Beginners are always welcome. Some of our upcoming events include Men's Club Juice and Brews. Join us to discuss the Little Torah, led by Dr. Louis Nagel on Wednesday, February 5th at 7:30 at the home of Alan Spiegel, whoever he is. On Saturday, February 8th, Delegate Aaron Kaufman will speak on Jewish Disabilities Awareness Month during services and at the Kiddush. The Kiddush is sponsored by Kerry Spatz and Sari Wish. Also on the 8th, the Havdalah happening for our 3rd to 5th grade religious school students and families is at 6:30 p.m. Classic Disney Movie Night follows with doors opening at 7:15. All are welcome to join us. Men's Club leads the worldwide wrap Sunday, February 9th at 9 a.m. This is a chance to learn or relearn the mitzvah of wrapping tefillin. Join us for a brief lesson and morning service, followed by a bagel brunch. Community and Stitches meets again on February 9th at 2 p.m. And what is happening February 9th at 6:30 p.m.? Anyone know? The Super Bowl. On February 10th at 7:45 p.m., join us on Zoom with Emily Matchar as she discusses her historical novel, In the Shadow of the Greenbrier. For more information about our events and programs, please check out our website at www.beth-shalom.net. After Shabbat, take a moment to follow and like Beth Shalom on Facebook and Instagram, and share with your friends and networks. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. I don't know, we'll say you might get next Shabbat, Hadon Olam to the tune of a certain fight song, so. Courtesy of my husband, so. All right. My husband is a South Jersey native, so that gives you a clue as to who we may be rooting for in my house. All right. So we will conclude with Yigdal on page 62. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimtza ve'yenet el metziuto echad ve'en yachid keichudo ne'elam ve'gam ein sof le'yachduto ein lo derut haguf ve'eino guf lo naruch ilav kedushato, kadmon lechol davar asher nifra, rishon min reshit l'reshito, hino adon olam bechol notzar, yoreh gedulato malchuto, shefa nevuato netano. Anshe segulato vetifarto, lo kami Israel ke Moshe od, navi umabit et emunato, Toratem et natam le'amoel, al yad nevion eman meita lo yachalifa el, velo yamir dato, le'olami lezulato, tzofe v'yodea, Setarenu, Mabilis of Davar, Kadmatom, Gomeli Shchesekemi Falo, Notem the Rashara Kirishatom, Ishlach Yamin Mishichenu, Litom Mechakeket Yeshuatom, Metiv Yechael, Verov Chasdom. Baruch Hadean, Shem Tehilato, Beitim Yechayel, Verov Chasdo. Baruch Hadean, Shem Tehilato. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good to see everybody in the room and on the Zoom. Shabbat Shalom.
Lenore, Eve, hi.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, we just lost Lenore. So, okay, and you lost your dad, Eve. So, anyway, have a lovely Shabbat. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, thank you. It was a lovely service.
You're welcome.
Well,